Let's turn this light on. All right. Hi, my salty pecans, and welcome back to another Friday night houseplant and cocktails. I do apologize for the tardiness. You just get lose track of time, and yeah. So happy Friday. We are here for yet another Friday live stream. We have survived another whole week of life, and the weekend is here. So nothing better than the weekend. I hope everyone is doing great. As per usual, I'm going to go on my other account just to make sure that everything is lining up for you all. Okay, just give me 1 second, please. Give me 1 second, please. Hi, is that you? All right, let's switch accounts. All right. Hi, Jinx. My cat. Okay, I think we're good to go. Hi, CJ. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. So, for tonight's houseplant and cocktail, let me actually just pull up the correct name. I think it's called a gimlet. Is the drink that I have chosen to make tonight. Let me just pull it up because I'm like, what can I create for tonight's little fancy cocktail mix? Um, Let me go ahead. All right, so this is called a gimlet. Um, just a little bit more information about what a gimlet is. It is equal parts gin, something called a lime cordial, which is essentially simple syrup that has been infused with lime flavoring while using lime peels and juice. So that is a gimlet, and that's what we're gonna make tonight. So I have my ingredients prepped out as per usual, and we're just gonna go ahead and do our thing. How am I? Oh, we're gonna get into how I am this week in a little bit. We gotta make our cocktail so we could relax and just have me chat y'all up. Hi, Deborah. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Missed you all so much. So let me go on ahead and bring our cocktail station forward, backward, forward. All right. So this is the pretty little Pinterest photo of what the gimlet is supposed to look like. This is the closest thing I have to that sort of, chalice situation. So we're going to use this. And again, the ingredients are very simple. It calls for 2.5 ounces of gin, 3/4 ounce simple syrup, and 3/4 ounce of lime juice, ice for shaking, lime zest, and a wheel for garnish. So I got all the goodies here prepped out for you all. So we are going to make a gimlet. All right, let me go on ahead right here. Okay. So I love to use fresh ingredients, as fresh as I possibly can use. So I do have a nice and juicy lime. Ooh. And I made my own simple syrup. Literally simple syrup is so simple. It's just sugar, water, and you let it just like thicken up. So you don't have to like go to the store and spend $5 on a tiny container of simple syrup when you could literally go spend like $2, get white sugar or get brown sugar for a little bit more, and make your own simple syrup. And you can make your own infused simple syrup. You can make like a lavender simple syrup. You can make maybe a lime infused simple syrup like this calls for. I didn't do that ahead of time, but obviously I'm letting you know now. You can do that on your own time. So I'm gonna go ahead. This calls for 3/4 ounce. So right now I'm using 1/3. Yeah, this is about like a third of an ounce. Lovely background music, of course. Okay. And I'm just gonna put the ice cubes in here. And every time I come and I show you all my ice cubes, I always have to say it's the leaf motif. All right. So tonight's live won't be super long. I do have my friend here, so I can't, be a rude hostess. But we're gonna do an awesome live tonight with you all, okay? So I put my simple syrup, I put my ice in here, and just because I know like this slime is probably gonna give me about a third cup worth of liquid. So give me a second. Let me actually get my squeezer thingy. Okay. Got it. Okay. How is everyone doing tonight? I'm so excited to be here. I love my Friday night lives with y'all. My little family from the internet, my salty peeps, my cookie fam. The one good thing I can say about this week, I'm not sure if I would equate it as good, but the one nice thing is that the weather was not excruciatingly painful. Because remember how last week I was struggling to film because I needed to turn my fan off for a hot second. And that hot second was really hot. It was like a boiling second. So at least this week it's been on the cooler, colder side, which, is a plus. But I need the heat to come back because, I love summer. I will take this weather any day of the year, of the week, of the month, of the century over a cold, wintry day. I hate the winter. It's too cold. I'm not a fan of city winters, especially New York City winters, because at least for us, it's more slushy. It's brown. It's gross, and you can't really enjoy it. And also, I honestly after I turned 25, I always say this. After I turned 25, my whole body chemistry just shifted. When I was in undergrad or when I was in middle school, high school, I used to love winter, but that was mostly because for us winter meant school off, days off from school. But as an adult, that doesn't really matter. You're an adult, you have to go to work. Oh, what, the trains aren't working? Figure it out. You have to adult. But as a kid, we would sit down and watch the news, and the news would let us know that, oh, your school is closed. And it was just the most jubileous situation. And now, especially with kids, because there's what you can do hybrid schooling. So I don't even know if kids who have to take off for winter days, if they end up converting it to some sort of online classing. So I'm just happy I was born when I was born. I'm happy I wasn't born a century before during Prohibition era. And I'm just happy I'm not born now with Gen Z, because life is so different. And I love my upbringing. I love the freedom that we had. But, gone are those days. I'm just eyeballing about 2.5 ounces of gin. I see comments. I'm gonna read them. I'm a little far from the screen, but let me just finish doing my little shaky shake, and then I'm gonna get to the commentary. So again, gimlet, very simple. All you need, simple syrup, lime, gin, ice to shake. And you can see the separation between the simple syrup, because it's thicker, and the lime juice, which is lighter, so it floats to the top. And we're just going to shake that. should have probably did this like before, but just for aesthetics, I'm gonna do my best to try to get myself a little wheel of lamb. Okay, this is just for looks, okay? I'll put it on the top actually. And yeah, we're done our gimlet. Okay. Shazah. Shazam. Wow. Et voila! We have a gimlet. Cheers! It's good. I'm going to give it a little more gin. And I'm back. More gin? No? I added more gin into mine because I needed more gin in mine. Very ginny. It tastes just like gin and gimlet. It's not super sweet. It's tart enough. Delicious. Gimlet was a success. And let us take away our drink station and put it back. And let's roll here. I'm thinking maybe I should get like a little rolling cart, right? A little rolling cart situation for like our HauzPlant and cocktail bar. Ooh, it's getting really hot in here. I don't want to take off my clothes. All right. Deborah says, girl, I've been coveting your big Diefenbachia and my friend gifted me hers today. Yes! She's combining homes with her boo and doesn't have room for both her huge ones. Oh my gosh. Deborah, yes. If I could literally just give you a little quick advice on Diefenbachias, think of them like a fern or a maranta. Loves water, okay? Loves water. Keep it watered. Do not treat it like a monstera. Do not treat it like a pothos. Do not let it dry in between watering. Keep it evenly watered, moisturized, whatever word you want to use for the duration of the plant. Because if you let it dry out, you'll start experiencing yellow leaves. If you see a yellow leaf, 9 times out of 10, the reason why your Diefenbachia has a yellow leaf is because it's dry. That's what I have noticed with my Diefenbachia, and I've had this Diefenbachia for over a decade now. It will get yellow leaves if you let it dry out. Second, great advice is that give it as much sun as you possibly can. I find that the more sun the Diefenbachia gets, the larger the leaves. I can't show you from here, but if you may be seeing like my past videos where I've spoken about my Diefenbachia, a lot of the leaves, I have a big head. A lot of the leaves are larger than my head. Even the ones right now, larger than my head. And they're very easy to like propagate. I still want to chop mine up, but I'm waiting for it to get like overly to the ceiling because everyone's just like, no, don't chop it up. Let it get to the ceiling. And I'm like, okay. So I'm gonna let it like officially touch the ceiling. If I stand it straight up, it will touch the ceiling, but it's not standing straight up. I'm giving it some support to lean, so it's not yet touching the ceiling. I can't even show y'all. This is like the most you can probably see of it. Okay, huge. So Deb, congratulations on becoming a Diefenbachia mama. Welcome to the luxurious world of having an almost tree, but not a full tree. So tonight's video, I actually want to plant some of my seeds, my catnip seed, which I've actually planted this last year, and also some of my cat grass seeds that I purchased. I purchased this a couple of months ago and I still have yet to plant it. So the reason I haven't planted it, I wanted to like read what the ingredients were and also see how much I can stretch the seeds out for. So I'm going to give you a little quick weekly rundown before we get into the planting portion. This week was rough AF. Like, I come on here every week and I give y'all a little snippet, a little rundown of like how work is, whether it was here or whether it was like my prior job or even when I'm on vacation. You know, I chat with y'all. This week was rough. And it's not even like the whole week that was rough. Yesterday was rough. And I honestly, I don't know what I signed myself up for. My coworkers, my cohorts, they also don't know what they signed themselves up for because the only like 85% of the reason why I took this job is not happening. And I'm just here like, I could have stayed comfortably where I was. You know, no, CJ, you didn't miss my birthday. My birthday is August 27th. So it is at the end of this month. I think it's like the last Sunday actually of August for 2023. So you didn't miss my big dirty 30. I'm turning 30. I can't believe it. I'm so just like, I feel so like blessed and so grateful. You know what I mean? I still haven't like figured out like what my birthday plans are, but I told like my friends like, please, tentative, like, ooh, that's strong. Like carve out this day because I have to figure out what I'm gonna do. Don't worry, CJ. Send me an email. I don't know how I'm gonna get in contact with you because you said you don't have IG, so you're only here on YouTube. So yeah, that was my week. Yesterday was. I'm just so happy it's Friday. I'm so happy I don't have to wake up at like 5 a.m. I'm so happy I don't have to get to work an extra half an hour early because if I don't get to work an extra half an hour early, I'll be late to work because of how like the trains are set up. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I know Deborah. Deborah says, sorry, the job situation isn't what was expected. That sucks. It does suck. I'm trying to do my best to like, you know, see the silver lining, see like the opportunities in the future, you know, for growth and whatnot. But obviously in the current state that I'm in, it's like I can't even like think that far ahead because this is so new and this is so fresh and this is like the foundation that's being laid down for us, you know, getting into this company. And it's like, Jesus Christ. So yeah, that was my week. Other than that, it's been pretty good, you know. It's been like a pretty good week. I'm trying to like get through everything. My hair is different. Last Friday I had the braids. And then right after the live, I filmed that little quick intro that I told you. I literally told y'all I was gonna do that. I filmed a little quick intro. And then like the day after I filmed no, I think Monday, actually, like the last day of July, I filmed the HauzPlant tour because that's the only time I had to do it. So yes, let us get into the planting of the cat seeds. Okay, so I purchased this cat, what is this, snack and treat easy grow green natural oat kit. This cat grass. I've always wanted my cats to try cat grass. I've never given my cats cat grass. I've only given them catnip, and the catnip that I've given them were like dried ones. And last year I decided to like grow my own catnips from seed because Pam, if you know Pam from Pam's Pretty Plants here on YouTube, she came down to New York last year from Rhode Island, like last summer around July-ish, right? When did I? Like June May, June, July-ish. Pam came to New York last week, and like I took her like plant shopping, and this was one of the seeds that I purchased. So this is like the only seed outside of like human catnip that I've grown from seed. So this is like the first non-human catnip seeds that I've grown. So pick these up. They were successful, and this time I actually want to grow some. I never said wink wink. I actually want to grow some of these for my best friend and for my cousin because they both have cats. So I'm trying to like stretch this container of cat grass. The box came with, this is just peat moss. It came with the seeds. So I have peat moss. I have plenty of peat moss. So I'm like, why would I put this entire thing of seeds inside of this little thing? You know, this looks like I could probably get at least like 5-6 plants from this alone. So we're going to be making 3 cat grasses, and we're going to be making 3 catnips. I definitely should have prepared myself a little bit better for the cat planting situation. Because I thought I was a little bit more prepared. Let me just get some for y'all. Oh. So I have some like grow pots, right? I have wait, that just fell in, almost broke. That would have sucked. Okay. So let me see. What do I have going on? So I have, put this down a little for y'all. I have two, perfect. 2 for my cousin, 2 for my best friend, 2 for me. Okay. So easy. And the catnip directions, it says, easy to grow herb is a treat for feline friends. Planting tips inside. I've grown this already, but this sounds like brand new to me all over again. I'm someone, I'll read like the directions a million times before I execute anything, because I'm like, sometimes I think I'm a little slower than I am. All right. Ooh, the seeds are falling. So directions are on here. It says, sprinkle a few seeds on the surface of the soil, agitate gently, then water in carefully. If starting indoors, thin 1 to 2 seedlings per pot and transplant outdoors for when seeds are 2 to 3 inches high. For best quality, hey! My cats are always fighting. For best quality, harvest leaves before plant begins to flower. So this is super simple, and I'm holding it like this because there's like a whole bunch of seeds that are like on this little sticker thing. So we don't want to waste any seeds. And I'm just going to keep all of the growing medium the same. So I'm just going to be using peat moss for all the containers, okay? And let's clean up our drink station so we could use the table. Setting up the station for us to plant. So this is all cat grass. This is all catnip. Okay. I'm going to be using peat moss because peat moss is what this cat seed came with, the cat grass seed. So I'm going to just use the peat moss for the remainder of the plants. This empty box is a bed for my cat. In every room, I have an empty box. I have one in here, in my kitchen, and in my room. Because my cat, she just like Jinx, she likes to just chill in boxes. So I give her her own designated little boxes. And again, this is something weird that I swear like only like cat parents understand. Like you have random little junk in your home because your pet prefers random little junk than expensive toys that you buy. Like this was a couple dollars. Does my cat play with this? Yeah, okay. Keep asking that question until you eventually realize there is a definite no to that. All right. Okay. I'm gonna open this. I'm just gonna place it at the bottom of the plants pots, just to avoid having like a whole bunch of like excess soil just like on here. I know that whatever soil, peat moss to be more specific, is in here, and it's an easy cleanup for myself. Okay, so I hope y'all can still see me properly. Okay, we're just trying to work smarter and not harder. Okay, like I said, I'm just using peat moss. It looks like about one of these. These are like the lids from the detergent. So Downy, Tide, whatever. This is like the measuring thing. So I just used one of these like detergent measure things. And one of these measure things fits about like this much of the container. So I'm just only going to do one. And I'm so happy because I don't know if y'all can see, but there's a lot of peat moss literally at the bottom of this little plastic. Okay, so we are going to start with the cat grass seeds. So this already has the peat moss in it. So the directions for this states that I have to actually create holes at the bottom of here to allow like for better drainage. So before I even get into anything further else, I'm gonna do that. Just grab a blade. As so. I'm just gonna couple little holes just for drainage. Be careful using obviously anything sharp. Safety first. All right, so there's a good amount of holes in here for drainage. Okay. And then I'm placing this right under it as a saucer. So we have our cocoa, and let's just our blade, and let's start with these seeds. And again, directions for this says poke a couple holes, open the seed pack, and pour contents into the dirt. Slowly add 2/3 cup of water to the tub and gently insert gently with spoon to evenly distribute water and seeds through the soil. So I'm gonna put a handful of seeds. Okay. And I'm just gonna sprinkle some in this one, sprinkle in here, sprinkle in here, and I still have a whole bunch of seeds left, so I'm gonna get a little bit more. I guess I'm gonna sprinkle some more, sprinkle a little bit more, sprinkle a little bit more. Okay, we have the foundation for the cat grass, so it's looking like this. Ooh. Cute, cute. And now for the catnip. Pretty much same thing. Gonna just put a couple of them Jones here. So the catnip seeds look like little tiny turds. Look like poppy seeds. Ooh. All right. Sprinkle a couple seeds. I thought I had more seeds in that packet. Apparently I did not. Okay. All right, 1 second again. All right, you know my watering bucket, I have that. This. All right, so again, I'm just gonna read over the directions really quickly for the cat grass. So it says, after you pour the packets, slowly add 2/3 cup of water to the tub and gently stir with a spoon to evenly distribute water and seeds through the soil. So that's what we'll do for this one. So this thing is so dry. That's why you have to mix it. Sweet like cinnamon. I'm gonna use this actually. At the same time, rolling at the same time. Use my little mini shovel. I don't know if I actually still sell these. I used to sell these in my shop. But I may bring them back whenever I decide to start doing the shop again. So pour the water, and it says to like just gently mix to evenly distribute the seeds. And then after you evenly distribute the seeds, the next thing that you're going to do is place your container in a warm space, right? It says place in a warm space and out of your pet's reach, which is exactly what I'm going to do. The positive thing I can say, like for my cats at least, is they don't mess with my plants. Lola messes with my plants for attention and for like to stir me up, if you understand what I mean by that. She will only ever pay attention to my plants only if I tell her to like get down, or if I tell her to like not do something, and like just out of pure last child retaliation, you know, she gets upset and she'll go towards like my plants and she'll look at me as she's doing what she's doing, you know, and she knows she's not supposed to, because she on like a normal day she would never do that. Moments before she wouldn't do that, but she only does it because I told her to do something, and now she's like upset at me. And you're yeah, like, yo, I love how I'm like, what is the word, like giving a lot of like human characteristics to my pet, but she's they have their own personalities. They understand you perfectly, even though you don't speak the same tongue as them. They understand you. They might not understand what you're saying to the T, you know, but they get the gist of what you're saying. Okay, so don't underestimate your pets. Don't underestimate your pets. They're going to embarrass you. They will embarrass you. This is so dry, this one. So dry. Okay. And just pat these in. So for the cat grass, they want you to mix the grass itself into the substrate mix, while the catnip actually doesn't want you to irritate the soil too much. They want the seeds to actually be like just a couple centimeters, you know, just a couple centimeters under your substrate. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Let that absorb what it needs to. And that's pretty much it. This is how the cat grass looks. Looking good. Looking really good. And the catnip, I don't want to disturb it too much because it's still absorbing its liquid. But literally, it's that simple. That simple. So next Friday, I will give you all an update. These are supposed to start sowing any day now. So for example, the cat grass says allowed to germinate 3 to 4 days and keep soil moist. And the catnip, I would say the cat grass also within not cat grass, the catnip also within a week, it should start to sprout and give favorable results. So we are going to be keeping an eye out on those bad boys. But yes, my salty peeps, let me go ahead and so Deborah says cover with some plastic wrap for a few days to keep moist till they sprout. That's a great idea. I'll actually do that off camera because I have to like them little saran wraps is a lot of work. I'm gonna let these soak as much water as they want inside of here because there's like water inside of this, right? I'm going to let the plant soak as much water as it wants. I'm also going to let it live here. If I wanted to be like particularly now, okay, I could actually place these on a grow mat, but it's summer, so I don't need to do that. You know, like it's already hot out. I don't think I need to put this on a grow mat. But if you live maybe in a colder climate, or you're trying to like sow these seeds during the winter, you can definitely put these on a grow mat. Or if like the space that you're in is pretty cold, You can also use a grow mat, but again, like I said, I'm not gonna use a grow mat. I'm just gonna let it live right there, boom, on my windowsill. Let us do its thing. I might actually even pull out another one of these little foldable tables and just let it live on this table for the time being. Put this closer to the window, and like Deb recommended, put a little plastic saran wrap, which I'm going to 100% do in a little bit. I'm going to put the plastic saran wrap over this and let the plant germinate and feed my pets. So like I said, this is for my best friend, this is for my cousin, and these is for me. So I hope they do like their little gifts. My cousin has one cat and my best friend, she has two. So, you know, hopefully they love it. They love what Auntie Pam gives them, okay? So let's push back our little germination station. And take our water bucket. All right. And yeah. Woo. Let me have a little cheersy cheers. Oh, I'm happy you enjoyed the tour, Deb. Thank you. When I tell you that video, it took me like 2 nights to edit. I started editing it on the 31st. I didn't go to sleep until like midnight, and I didn't even get to finish it then. And then on the 1st, I had to finish the video because I'm like, I'm not gonna like try to drag this another night. Because on the 31st, I actually had to like film it. So by the time I finished filming, it was just way too much work for me to edit also, like to completion. So I hope you enjoyed what you all seen. And yeah, I'm getting a little bit more motivation on like ideas for pre-recorded videos that I should film and upload. You know, because I go through phases of not wanting to like edit, because it's always the editing that's like a majority of the work. No. CJ says the tour was great. Now I know what you have. What are you thinking about? Do share with the peeps. But yeah, I there was one plant that lived in a pot with another plant. It was my global green pothos. I actually did not mention that plant, but I actually have a global green pothos that lives with my philodendron burley marks. And this was the philodendron burley marks that I purchased when I went to Miami a few years ago. So this one has like the global green pothos in it, but I didn't even like pull this plant from where it was. This is the plant, if you can recall from the video that lives on my stripper pole plant stand that was in this container, and I just planted up to it. I'm like, oh, this is another burley marks, but I forgot it also lives with the global green. And similar to this Syngonium aloe, they both live in moss. So they're like permanently in moss. Well, nothing is permanent, but for the time being, they reside in moss, and they're like amazing plants. The only thing with moss is you have to keep your moss wet or else it dries out. Another plant that lives in moss is my philodendron 69686. That's another one that lives in, am I saying moss? Yeah, it lives in sphagnum moss. So we're 45 minutes in, my salty peeps. Yes, my birthday is coming up, August 27th, CJ. Felix says, right, Deborah, make a humidity dome enjoying your plant tour. Yay, I'm so happy you all enjoyed the plant tour because I'm not saying like I dread filming plant tours, but I dread creating overly long videos. If you found my YouTube page in 2018, 2019, 2020, even, then you know I filmed long videos. I don't think I posted like a video less than 30 minutes ever back in the day. And now it's so hard for me to like edit long videos. But the main reason why I don't like to edit long videos is because I'm using a completely different editing software. I used to use Premiere, Adobe Premiere Pro, but I don't have the Premiere Pro anymore. So I just use iMovie and it's really basic. Really basic. So I want to do more, but it doesn't give me the features that I want. And I know I can like use like different different editing apps, and I will. Um I lost my train of thought. I'm just reading the comments. CJ says, have you had much success taking plants out of moss to another medium? Yeah, I always have like super success with that. So the only thing that you just have to remember when you're transferring plants from something so like hydrophilic, right? That is so like water loving, right? Is you have to still trick the plant to believe that it's in the same environment that it was once in. So you can't transfer something that was in like wet moss, always humid, always wet, and you put it in something with like orchid bark and perlite, and that thing like barely gets any like water. It's like ugh, it's like SpongeBob, Sandy, water. Like that's literally what your plant is doing. Like don't SpongeBob your plant, okay? Don't SpongeBob in the sandy dome your plant, okay? So if you're transferring it from like moss, just make sure whatever you're transferring it to, you're kind of keeping that same moisture level so you're not shocking your plant and you're not, scaring it off. Okay. Deborah, start a channel. Don't be like, just do it. Just do it. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. I'll be your first subscriber. I'll be your first subscriber. Don't be like scared. I tell like my family and even like my friends, I'm like, just do it. And don't think too much about it. Don't be like, I need to have this like professional lighting. I need to have this professional camera. I need to have like a designated room, a designated space to do X, Y, and Z. No. You can start off where you are, and over time, you can buy a better camera. You can add more lighting. You can do this and do that, and you can then go into like a filming space. You know what I mean? Like, don't come off the bat like I'm perfect, this is perfect, this is a production, and maybe you don't get the engagement that you are expecting in your mind. But if you start off small, you have so much room for growth, so much wiggle room for doing better. So don't even think it. Yes. Zuyubu. Zuyubu. See, CJ said, Miss D, I got your back too. Ow, listen, we're gonna support you. We're gonna support you. CJ's there. Felix is also gonna be there. I'm volunteering him. Miss Lady June is gonna be there. I'm volunteering her. We're all there, Deb. We all got your back, okay? Don't worry. So with that being said, my salty pecans, I love you all so very much with everything I have in me. I love coming on here to go live and just interact with you all, no matter how short it is or no matter how long, the videos are. I just really love to come on here and catch up with you. Obviously, you're not like responding like conversation wise, like I'm saying eat and you're like eat, because it has to take a little bit of time, for you all to respond and for me to like see what you say. But we're still here together. We're fam, and it makes me just like so happy to know that okay, I come on live and my family's here. You guys are here, and you're not just here for me, you also are here for like each other. We're supporting each other, we're giving each other advice. I could be just like chatting about blah 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 blah, and then I'll glimpse and y'all are having your own little dialogue in the conversation. I'm like, oh, I want to be part of it too. So with that being said, my salty pecans, I'm going to actually end the live tonight. I will keep you all updated with the cat grass and the catnip. We'll see next Friday how they're doing. Fingers crossed everybody is doing great. And so next Friday live will be a little bit late, maybe around 8 p.m. I have my second round of laser hair removal next Friday, so I'm so excited about it. It's been 5 weeks since my last appointment, so they space it out for every 6 weeks. So it's gonna be my second session of, I don't know, 6 to 9 sessions that I'm gonna have to do like overall. So next Friday I should be on like around maybe like 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hopefully not like late. But I know I have a doctor's appointment after work, so I won't be coming straight home to like set up and do everything for y'all, okay? So if you haven't already, salty peeps, do hit the thumbs up like Deborah said. Hit that thumbs up. Then tell your friends and fam to join Pam. I love you. Thank you. Love it. So I will see you on the next one, salty peeps. If you haven't already, please make sure you follow me on my other social media networks at HauzPlant, Instagram, HauzPlant, TikTok, HauzPlant. And if you haven't, try out making a gimlet. Again, this is very simple. You just need some gin, some simple syrup, and lime juice. That's it. I made my own simple syrup, and I just got a fresh lime, shook it up a little bit, added a little bit more gin, and we're just sipping, okay? I love you all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Let's get going. Bye. Take care. And CJ, send me a DM or an email. HauzPlant@gmail.com. Okay, Siege?